I'm Joe Dante, and I'm very happy to be with you in spirit, at least, at Djanho Film Festival. I see that a lot of you are wearing the appropriate attire on your heads, which is always to be applauded. Where possible, it's not very common that people wear these things, but it's a sign of solidarity, and I appreciate it. Anyway, if it wasn't for the movie you're about to see, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you, because that was the movie that put me on the map and allowed me to make box office disaster after another, to stay in the business on the strand of this one movie that made a lot of money. I was coming from the background of Roger Corman and making low-budget drive-in movies, one of which was apparently seen by. And so he offered me this spec script, which is a script that's written by the writer, not necessarily expecting it to be produced, but hoping to sell it. And it was a horror film called Gremlins, and it was an R-rated horror film. It was fairly gruesome, but I think and this was going to be the first picture for Steven Spielberg's Amblin Productions, and he wanted to make sure that it would be a hit, so he chose the horror genre, which is generally the movies are very successful because the audience is very loyal. However, when it became apparent how much it was going to cost to make these creatures look real, he had to go to a studio for backing. He was originally going to make it non-union, but he decided it needed a bit more money, and so we went to Warner Brothers, and where they referred to it as Spielberg's folly, because they basically really wanted him to do pictures for them, and so they said, well, this isn't that very expensive, and it's, it'll make them happy, so let's let him have it. And so I got to make the movie pretty free of much interference, and we were inventing the technology as we went along, and Stephen took a liking to this one character, Gizmo, who was a fuzzy little creature who then, in the original script, turned into a gremlin after about 25 minutes. But Stephen taking to him and said, no, I think he should stick around the whole movie and be the hero's pal. It was a daunting blow for us, because it was just this little bucket of bolts and fur, and we were lucky to get away with it for 20 minutes. We thought, no, it doesn't have to carry the movie. But we managed to somehow regroup and get it to work, and it became, I think, one of the reasons why the picture is still so popular these days, is because it's got heart. And it also came out on the heels of E.T., which led people to believe that this was going to be an E.T.-like movie, and it is for about the first half hour, and then it turns into a monster movie. And some parents took umbrage at that, and felt betrayed that this wasn't going to be the cuddly cutie movie that they expected to be for the whole movie. And I was once privy to a woman who was dragging her daughter out of a screening during the microwave scene, and the kid pulled away and went back into the theater and hid, and the mother stood next to me at the door and muttered curses, which we were all rinsed to the movie. And I liked that scene so much I put it into Gremlins too. So anyway, this picture was an unexpected hit, certainly unexpected by those of us who made it. It made more money the second week and more money the third week, and suddenly became one of those box office bonanzas that people are lucky to have once in their career. As I said, it enabled me to make a lot more movies, none of which were ever as successful as this one, or probably as worldwide beloved as this one, which is, as you see, still being run these many years later. And of course, it works better with an audience. It's a much better picture with an audience than it is sitting and staring at your computer. And so for those of you who haven't seen it before, I think you'll be in for a treat being able to enjoy it with a crowd, because movies are made to be seen by people. Of course, I hope it doesn't rain, but I'm sure this picture played many a drive-in where it was rained out. This wouldn't be the first one if it happened, but hopefully the clouds will not they'll part, and we'll be able to have a success. And besides, you don't want to get the gremlins wet or yourselves. So if it's raining, go inside.
com isso a gente está inaugurando, ele é o primeiro cineasta a receber o troféu Cabeça de Capivara. E é um troféu pela obra dele, que se vocês conhecem a obra, vocês sabem que ele é um sujeito completamente irreverente. Se vocês viram Gremlins 2 já, vocês sabem que Dante não vale o pão que ele come, que ele é completamente maluco, e por isso mesmo a gente inaugura essa categoria de homenagem, aonde Dante é, a partir de agora, oficialmente marcado aqui, a gente obviamente vai enviar isso aqui para ele, um piazão do Djanho. Então, para Dante, piazão do Djanho para esse. Salva de palmas para Dante. É isso, boa sessão para vocês e continuem acompanhando a programação do Djanho. Amanhã, se não chover, a gente vai ter mais uma sessão aqui. Chama os amigos, tem outras programações incríveis. Entrem no site e no Instagram do Djanho, @DjanhoFantástico, tudo junto sem ação. Valeu, boa sessão, gente.
Pessoal, quem puder tirar a orelhinha agora, para não atrapalhar o colega que vai assistir, vai fazer uma legenda, tá?
Eu vou ficar aqui recuado.
Obrigado.